Hey folks, welcome back to eczemahealing.org. I've got a really special guest on the channel today. His name is Matt Hess, and some of you might have interacted with him in the Facebook group. Matt was a former client of mine and now a good friend, and I've had the pleasure of meeting up with him here in Thailand. So we thought we'd have a little chat for you on camera. So why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so the reason I know Greg is because obviously I had eczema at one point, and it just kind of got out of control, you know, with the steroid use and the medicating and all the rest of it, and going down that route. And then I found out about the lifestyle. I found out about, you know, the plant-based diet, exercise, you know, like detox and all the rest of it. And yeah, I think I found your channel on YouTube. I was just searching through YouTube, and I just saw one of your videos and started watching your videos. Your message really resonated with me, and then I saw that you offered coaching, and I was like, do you know what, that's something I could really go for. And yeah, I got in touch with you, and then we did, I think we did 4 or 5 sessions.
Something like that.
And ever since then, it's really helped me get on the path, you know, like refining my diet, refining my approach.
Yes.
And
it's been part of a bigger journey for you as well. Like, you've been looking into other facets of health, and you're even considering going and study. Well, you are going to go and study.
Yeah.
Is it nutrition?
Nutrition at CNM. In London. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, it's amazing actually. This whole lifestyle has opened up so many avenues, like in terms of like hobbies, friends, career, just general outlook on life, you know, perspective on everything, you know, like the healthcare industry, the food industries.
Yes.
It's been so interesting. It's been such an like eye-opening experience.
That is a really key point to eczema healing, to any disease reversal, is it's got to become a lifestyle. It's got to become part and parcel of who you are. It's got to become your identity. Otherwise, it's just going to be something you do for a short time, and then you're just looking around for the next quick fix type thing. Yeah,
exactly. Completely agree. You've got to embrace it. You've got to love it. You've got to live it. Like quite literally, you've got to live it. It's not something you just do temporarily.
Right.
You know, like I see lots of people doing like low carb diets and fad diets and everything, and they do it for a few months, and then, you know, and then they're just back to normal afterwards. Like, you know, and I believe it's the same with skin. You know, if you treat it as a temporary thing, if you just, you know, you're just like, oh, I've got to stick with the diet, I've got to stick with this, you've got to do it every day, you're not enjoying it, then I don't know if your chances of permanently healing are just significantly reduced, in my opinion. Yeah. I think like you must see this as well with your clients, like the people who fully embrace the lifestyle, and like not to toot my own horn, but like me, for example, I'm out here cycling with you up the mountain every day, and it's paying off. It's paying off. I'm not 100% there, but I'm getting there quick. So yeah.
So these are some pictures of Matt. Matt was actually featured in the Daily Mail not too long ago because of his story of overcoming steroid use. And just talk a little bit about that. How long were you using steroids for, and what effect did they have on your body?
So I think I was 21 when I was prescribed my first, I think it was hydrocortisone.
Yeah. How old are you now, just for putting it in perspective?
27.
You're 27 now, so you started with steroids when you were 21.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's been, it was a minimum 5 years. Yeah. Like every day on my face as well. And you're not even supposed to use them for any longer than a week. I mean, that just puts it into perspective already. You know, on your face, which is the most sensitive part of your whole body. Right. But yeah.
That's a lot of substance.
Yeah. And obviously that gets into your skin, that goes straight into your bloodstream, straight down for your immune system to deal with. That is, and a lot of people don't, you know, they don't they don't consider that. They just think it just goes on the skin and that's it. No, it gets absorbed into your body, suppresses your immune system, constricts your blood vessels, and then opens them back up again. And that's why you get TSW, like one of the reasons anyway, is because your blood vessels are just so wide open. You get visible capillaries, and that's why the ooze comes out. It's basically just plasma, just
skin.
escaping your skin, yeah. Going off in a bit of a tangent, but
yeah, I mean, you've done the TSW.
Yeah,
You know what that's like. And any one of you guys who's gone through any amount of TSW, you can relate to this. It's a horrible thing.
It is. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. It's hell. It's a living nightmare. But yeah,
So where did you go from there? Like after your years of steroid use?
Yeah. So
you went through TSW.
Yeah.
Like, where did you go from there? What sort of things did you bring into your lifestyle? Now, what would you say the first thing you did is? Like, once you realised, right, I've got to get my life back on track, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, what did you decide to do?
So after 5 years of steroid use, I think the first thing I did was buy a NutriBullet.
Okay.
That was the first measure I took to getting healthy.
As seen on TV, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Saw an advert for one and I was like, do you know what, like, I didn't even like fruit at the time, you know. I was just eating like just meat and that was it, and just oven foods.
Right.
I was just eating. It was a terrible diet. But yeah, the first thing I thought I could enjoy fruit if I blend it.
Yes.
You know, and so I got a blender and I just started blending up bananas and like cacao powder and stuff and dates.
Wow.
Making really like delicious smoothies, and then that was the beginning. And then I started like incorporating more fruits, like frozen berries, you know, and then that steadily moved on to like eating more veg, and then that steadily like moved on to cutting things out one at a time. I'd already cut out dairy like quite a few years before because I'd learned that was terrible for acne. So I was already drinking like almond milk and stuff, and only eating cheese like once in a while, but eventually I completely cut out dairy.
Yeah.
And then I think then it was processed meats, then it was red meats, then it was chicken. So it ended up the last thing I cut out over the course of about a year was fish and eggs. Those were the last things I was eating animal product wise.
Right.
So yeah, all in all, it took me about a year from the moment I brought a NutriBullet to the point where I became whole foods plant-based.
Okay.
Was a year.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't just
a sustainable transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite a process, and I really enjoyed it, and I learned so much from it. And I'm like an all or nothing person. Like I like just like 100% or nothing at all. But at the time, it was just like social, family, like pressures and stuff. It's not.
I see. Yeah.
You know, it's not that easy to just go 100%. So I just took my time with it. Okay. And I recommend doing that as well. Take your time with it and don't put too much pressure on yourself. You know, because like I say, it can come with its other struggles, like socially, mentally, like friends, family. You know.
Yeah.
So don't put too much pressure on yourself.
So after that year, where you saw yourself going whole foods, plant-based, what started happening to your skin after that?
There was definite improvement, but the problem was I was still using the steroids.
Right. So
I still had this kind of inflamed red skin. It was better, but it wasn't like noticeable improvements like you hear from other people. Like, oh yeah, I went whole foods plant-based and my skin cleared up. It wasn't that simple because, you know, the steroids and everything else involved in it as well. I was also taking antihistamines. I was taking Valium to help me sleep. I was taking ibuprofen just because I thought it's inflammatory. I'll take an anti-inflammatory, and that's terrible for your stomach and your gut. So I was on all these kinds of medications. So I saw a little bit of improvement, but ultimately, like, if I was to really heal, and one of the biggest keys to healing for me personally was getting rid of all the bad stuff. Not necessarily introducing the good stuff. Like obviously that helps, but getting rid of all the bad stuff was the biggest part of it for me.
Wow. So now, do you ever take any of those sorts of things now?
No, nothing.
Nothing at all? No
Nothing
pharmaceuticals?
No.
Anything topical you're using?
Aloe vera gel, and that's it. Like I buy it from...
So pretty natural then?
Yeah, I just cut open the leaves and then chop up the plant and then just like use the gel and just put that on, and that just helps keep it hydrated.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't use anything else apart from that, and it's feels amazing. Feels amazing not to have. You just feel drained after a while using medications.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I don't know 100% what they do to your body, but I mean, I could feel they weren't doing good things to my body. So
you felt it firsthand.
Yeah.
And you just feel like you don't want to go further down that pharmaceutical route.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. I was getting deeper and deeper, and that can really happen. You can just go like a rabbit hole, you know. You just go down it, and sometimes you feel like you just can't get back out. But
it's really good to talk to you about your experience with it and to have other people hear about your experience. I'm going to post Matt's Instagram. Just repeat what it is again.
It's just Hess 91 _. So
go check Matt out. You post quite a lot of things to do with your healing journey on Instagram, especially like the lifestyle that comes with it. Matt's channel's quite good for that. You can just see day to day what this healing process looks like. And so let's wrap this up. What would you say to people who are currently still using some pharmaceuticals and they're sort of dabbling a little bit with the lifestyle, but kind of not wanting to jump feet first into actually making changes? You've been there, so from your experience, what would you have to say to those people?
Like I said before, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Do it at your own pace. If you put too much pressure on yourself, you're more likely to fail because it's just going to stress you out. So just do what you can. Do what you can, just one step at a time, cutting things out, introducing things.
Step-by-step approach.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be like my number one bit of advice. I'm not sure what else to be honest. Just don't do the research that you need to do, but just don't do too much research. Like Greg's channel is really all you need, to be honest. All the info's there, like the diet, the lifestyle. That's it. So. Don't get caught up in researching and Googling things because you'll just get even more confused because there's so many like...
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's, you'll Google something and you'll get told a million different things about one thing, like a million different opinions. So just follow, the people who are keeping it real, keeping it, like... as a non-profit, like nutritionfacts.org, like organizations like that. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it and learn what you can from it because like I was saying earlier, it's changed my life. I'm starting a whole new course, whole new career change.
It's really inspiring.
So... Really
good to have your story on this channel for other people to hear. It's just good to help people, and just help inspire people where possible. And if I can do that, then I'm happy, Cool.
So,
all right.
Anything you'd like to add?
Not really. I'm just really pleased that I got to meet you.
It's been awesome.
It's pretty amazing the people that I have met in Thailand that I've been in touch with online, and some of which I've coached. It's been pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, we were talking about one the other day, weren't we? At the bar.
Yeah. It's amazing who actually comes to Thailand to follow up on this healing journey. But anyway, more about that in other videos. You'll probably be seeing more of Matt in some more videos. So stay tuned for those. Yeah, I'm going to try and put out some content on my channel. Yeah, Matt has a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd call it a channel. It's just one video at the moment.
Start a channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a channel. So
what's your channel?
Well, the name's just Matt Hess.
Matt
so
Hess. Easy.
yeah, just follow that.
All right.
And yeah, enjoy.
See you soon.